Ironic as it is, I think the red pill is actually probably the biggest reason why you're still single. See, the red pill likes to take a lot of their dating advice from statistics and analysis of human behavior through studies. Now, this is obviously a good thing, you'd think, right? Oh, we're using actual science to try and define our claims, which means that it should be more accurate. But it comes with one assumption. It comes with the assumption that most human beings, if not all of them, act the same way, and that we should treat everybody as the complete average. In the world of dating, if you look for the average person, that's exactly what you'll get. And I'm assuming that when most people are looking for another partner, they're just not looking for another person, some random average person. They're probably looking for someone who fits their criteria as to what they believe to be a good relationship, or what they want in their life. What I'm trying to say is, if you just look for what the average person likes and you become what the average person likes, you're just going to attract the average person, which might not even be what you want in the first place. Not to mention that it's really weird. See, the best way to have human language and to have a good communication with a person is actually to shut off your brain and just talk to them. Because if you're living in your mind, what happens is that the person can sort of sense that you're not actually there talking to them, and more so that you're sort of talking almost to yourself and they're just there to respond. This is a really poor practice that the red pill often gets people into, because they're talking about ways that you should communicate with other people, which are obviously like good analysis, and they're telling you how you should act. But the truth is that you would actually act just the way you should if you would just get rid of your anxiety and act totally normally. See, we as human beings, we're emotional creatures, and we're actually built in with a set of rules that we should act upon to have good social interaction. We don't actually need to be taught most of this stuff. It's already innate to us. And what happens is that when we have these ideas about ourselves through negative reinforcement, for example, that you're socially awkward, it becomes reality. You believe that, hey, I'm not very good with social situations, and so you start to doubt yourself more. But now that you're doubting yourself more, you're living more inside your brain, and you're not actually talking as much to the person, which actually makes you have worse conversations. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The worst part about all of this is that it's something that the red pill actually does bring up. So there's people in the red pill who actually encourage meditation, for example, which is a way to try and make yourself become more present. The only issue is that it's sort of a tool to make you become more present, but if you still proactively think about things while you're talking to people, for example, oh, am I standing upright? Am I looking in the right places? Am I making enough eye contact? Am I making too much eye contact? These thoughts are what's causing you actually to become worse socially. I mean, think about it. Who do you talk better to and have better conversation? Your best friend or a random stranger? Now, obviously that's an obvious answer, but then really think about why that is. When you're talking to your friend, are you really thinking about the way that you stand in front of them? Are you thinking about, for example, the words that you use specifically? Are you really like thinking about anything other than what they're saying to you and just responding back to them? And then compare that to, for example, a stranger and the way that you talk to them. You're usually more conscious about the things that you're doing. Maybe you're more conscious about where you put your hands, more conscious about maybe the way that you look, the way that you're announcing yourself and the way that you present yourself. It completely ruins the quality of communication. If you can get rid of all of that, your language with the other person, the way that you communicate, becomes 10 times better. And to sum it all up, what I'm trying to say is that analysis of how to get better social interactions with people so that you can get into relationships is actually really damaging to your chances of actually getting into a relation. Like, how you're meant to really communicate and connect with someone and understand them on a deep level when you're so focused on things like the way that you present yourself. People should just let that stuff happen naturally, and it'll be 10 times better. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, there's my YouTube channel, and there are 2 videos that you can check out to see if you enjoyed the rest of my content. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.